Floki relaxing while Victor gives him a groom. And this is little Tony coming up here. So we have Hercules, Victor, Tony, and Floki, and little Pascal. So Duka is the one sucking Hercules' ear. Oops. And Duka today is going to get a foster mum at Coco, hopefully. With this lot, we're having to introduce them one at a time, because otherwise Duka and Hercules are like Siamese twins, and mummies can't pick them up. So although we have to take them away from their friends, it's just temporary, and hopefully they will meet up again when the others are able to be introduced to the foster mums. Yeah, Duka. Today's the big day, boy. On the right, Duka, sucking on Hercules' ear. Victor, sucking on Floki's ear. Floki fast asleep. Yellies. And we got Yelise on the right. She looks bigger now. Then we've got Pascal, sucking fingers, but the face is much cleared up. You can see the eyes. He's not pulling at his eyes anymore, and he's just learnt the feeding cage today a little bit. And then Dora, who we introduced yesterday, is getting on great with the babies now. And she also suckled from a bottle herself this morning. Now we've got another one trying to join the heap.
Yelise wants the blanket.
Yelise wants a blanket. Yeah, we can foresee problems with foster mums with the blankets. Big baby heap. Tony is clinging to me. Yeah, that noise. He wants a cuddle. He always wants cuddles. We're just giving Duka his microchip because he's going to be moved to Coco foster mums. So Laura's just going to give him the chip. We have to be careful with these microchips, they don't pop out again, so we make sure we pinch the end of it, keep the plunger in, and then we take the needle out. It was very good, very well behaved. Good Duka.
Right.
There we go.
Oh. Inside.
Perfect. Wonderful. One microchip done. And then we just scan it, and then we can see the number, which then gets recorded on paper, so it goes into the database for the records of every individual monkey. So here's the barcode number, and that's what goes into our records, so that we can actually keep track of everybody and who's who.
So this is Duka. He's going to Coco intro cage to meet his foster mom.
Yeah, big day, guys. Big day for you. Big day for the little man. This way, I'll tell you. There you go. It's a nice pet food to use. You use everything, eh? Look, they prepared it nicely for you. prepared it nicely for you. There you go. There you go. You okay? You fine? Yes, we're going to open this. Let the mums in. Okay, you're on your own, little buddy. Panicure is in. She's one of our good mums. Straight for the food. Duka is currently calling. I think she's going to have a feast before she pays any attention to Duka. There's Panicure and Duka. So there's a queue of monkeys by the gate. I'm not sure if they're interested in the baby or the food.
And she's holding him and hugging him.
I suppose you could relate it the same as any young little child going off to school for the first time and having to meet the teacher, and you know, the mom standing there and the little child just doesn't want to go off to school at all. Well, this is probably about the same kind of scenario. Unfortunately, the little ones do get imprinted slightly on their caregivers, so it's not an easy transition because naturally there is a bond there of the people that have been looking after them. But if you watch on later on in the videos and stuff, and you'll see the transition, that they actually start caring more for their mom and become scared of the caregivers or the people around the enclosure, which is quite remarkable. And it's actually, funny enough, something that doesn't take too long really to happen, where they have more trust in their own species than with us.
So Duka has been picked up by Panicure, and he's already very calm. It was just 30 seconds ago.
You can actually see how protective Panicure, the mom, has become over the little one. So she's heard a noise, she's taken her up to a safety spot where she can look after her. So very good mother, good reactions, and it just shows you how much care they have got for the little ones that they're adopting. Of course, with every child with a new adoptive parent, it's not always easy just to accept, so it does take a little bit of a while. The little one isn't too sure and does keep calling for its caregivers or its mom, so it hasn't fully taken on its new adoptive mother, So you will see there's a little bit of strain with it trying to get away and everything now and again. But Panicure's got quite a bit of experience, and you'll just see how well she handles the whole situation.
So as you can see, Duka's doing really well with foster mum Panicure. Within literally the first 10 minutes, Panicure came in and first ate some food, but then she scooped Duka up and started carrying him around, and she goes to him when he's crying as well. All he needs to do now is to drink from the feeding cage, the milk feeding cage, so that we know that he's self-sufficient, and see how tonight's sleeping goes. But he's been longing to cling to a monkey, as you know, because he's been clinging to Hercules for such a long time. And now he's actually got a monkey mum to cling to. And he's just falling asleep in her arms. It's beautiful. So you can really see why they cling to each other and naturally suck on ears or things that might resemble teats, because that's what they would do in the wild. They'd be constantly clinging to mum and just getting off to go and eat food on the ground or play. And Panicure's one of our best mums at Coco. And he's holding on nice and tight. So this has all happened within the first 2 hours of being introduced to his foster mum. So Duka's in drinking from the feeding cage. I didn't want to get too close in case we disturb him. But that's his first drink. So he's calling for mum. Mum's waiting patiently outside. And there he goes, back out. Mum picks him up. Perfect. Just put some forage on both. It's important they still have the grass and the vegetation. Panicure's been eating some, and now Duka is also trying some. You see how he looks for her. Okay, so now it's Hercules' time. Maybe he might be better clinging on to a monkey to keep still. Let's just see how it goes. Shame, big scary needle for you, Hercules. Such a brave boy. Tony's now getting his microchip. They're all being very still. Hopefully I don't jinx it. But they're all being very still, kind of just laying there. Because it goes into the scruff between the shoulder blades.
Goodbye.
So they've got a big chunk of skin there, even though it is a big needle. Are we done?
Should be. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I can feel it inside.
Okay, Tony, you're free, boy. Just have to scan.
Perfect.
In there. There we go. You're done. You're done, little boy.
6, 8, 9,
Okay, you're done.
Yeah.
There we go. Wasn't so bad, hey?
Look at him.
Oh,
He's
Victor,
so
you're still
cute.
sleeping or what? You're going to get up? No, they're all sleepy today. It's Pascal drinking from the feeding cage for the first time today. He's still little, but with some encouragement, he's doing a good job. Once he's learnt the feeding cage well, it's going to be a few more weeks yet, but then he'll be able to go to a foster mum, so he's learning fast. And then he can be hands off from us.
Yeah, I can close the thing actually.
You can't help feeling sorry for them when they get trapped, because you can look at her little face and see how nervous she is, and the eating behavior she's doing here isn't really because she's hungry. It's more of a nervous reaction, so she's not really sure what's going to happen to her or anything like this, or where she's going to go. So it is a little bit of a tense moment, but hopefully it doesn't last long, and she enjoys the new guy that we've selected for her. Well, here we have Arlo. As you can see, he's showing off a little bit, very interested in what's happening and who the new monkey is coming to his enclosure. But of course, like a very young male, so he would be more like a teenager in all respects. He's going to go around showing off and everything and trying to prove who he is. So it is going to be interesting to watch and see how this goes and how they handle each other, and hopefully finally make friends.
Wait here.
So normally what we do in these circumstances is we keep the introduced monkey, normally because these are older monkeys, so the integration doesn't work the same as babies, in the safety cage. So they slowly can get used to each other through the cage, and we watch the behavior, see if there's any aggression or anything like that towards each other, if there's the one monkey scared of the other one or not, so that we can make an assessment to see whether it's going to be worthwhile introducing them to each other, or opening the cage and letting the one back out, and them both coming together. So far things are looking pretty good. There's no aggressive behavior, a lot of interest, and a lot of showing off, of course.
You can just WhatsApp me and then I will check. Doing very well.
Well, there you can see Arlo being a bit cheeky, quickly grabbed Jane's tail there. Well, here we have Jane put a little friendly hand out. They hold hands for a minute or two. And then, of course, typical boy, you have to be a little bit naughty. Suppose he's embarrassed, so doesn't want to show too much affection. And then off he goes, showing off to the guys in the troop and everything. Again, grabs her tail. So, yeah, he is being a little bit of a naughty chap. But I think it's just a way of breaking the ice. He's trying to get hold of her tail again there, through the little hole. And then she gives it a good tug. So I'm sure she's going to sort him out when she gets out of here. But it's all a way of sort of breaking the ice, and I think they do care a little bit for each other.
I want to let your friend out a minute. Oh, oh.
So this is just the preparation so that we can let Jane out of the enclosure with nobody in there. So they're just making sure the ropes and everything work well. Arlo is showing who's in charge. So the little trapdoor can open up and down. And when it's appropriate, I think it's Jason on the ropes. Jason will open the little flap. And of course Jane can come out, and we'll see how they behave when they're both free.
As it should be, both of them, to get some monkey socialization, as they're both expats. So far so good. Arlo's a little bigger, but she has already told him off a couple of times. Is that Maggie?
Yeah.
It's Maggie May on the trip side. She's a 3-year-old.
Well, we'll let them settle in and see how things go. Typical boy, doesn't know how to behave when girls are there, and just fooling around completely and making an idiot of himself. But I'm sure later on you'll see him calm down when we bring up a bit of an update. But we're going to switch back to the babies and see how the intros are going on that side.
So here we have Tony, and he's finally drinking without having to be burritoed, which is amazing. Today has been a very busy day in Disneyland. So first of all, we have Pascal and Victor drinking from the feeding cage. Now we have Tony and Dora drinking without having to be burritoed. So the babies are all making amazing progress, and hopefully soon enough they'll all get to go and meet mums. And I have all the naughty children in Floki's cage, because I'm the only one here, and they're all jumping on Tony while he's trying to drink. So they're all on a timeout for now. until Tony has finished his milk.
Down at the Cocoa Babies, it's Duka's second day, so he had a really good night with Panicure, cuddled up on the perch, which is perfect, and he's still bonded with Panicure. And today we've also moved Ulysses, Victor and Hercules on the left with Anton, volunteer, so that they can get used to the feeding cage, and hopefully we'll be ready to add another one into the right hand side with Duka. And then our aim is to put another foster mum in the second side on the left, so that we can actually have one foster mum to 2 babies in that side as well, so that it's easier to take care of.
So I'm down at Duka, giving him his first milk. He's very excited. He does this a lot. He really wants the milk, but he's just too comfortable with his mum. He just does not want to leave. So him and Panicure are getting on amazingly. And hopefully Victor should be joining today. Also getting his foster mom. Looks cozy.
Tony, Pascal and Victor. Victor with the grape in his mouth. Pascal up here on my foot. And this little Tony. Victor's doing so much better, a little bit more settled today. Not screaming as much. We have little Floki enjoying some fruit. Pascal. Tony, he gave a little squeal, and now Pascal coming over to say, "Hey pal, I got your back." Over your head. Pascal is the smallest of the lot. He was only a week old when he was found.
babies want them.
Again. So we have Pascal and Dora enjoying some white berries. That's Pascal on the left, Dora on the right. There comes Tony over to join them. White berries are really good in nutrients, and also helps when the babies have to put on some weight, which is especially so for Tony and Pascal. Tony was extremely small and weak. He's doing a lot better, as is Pascal. It's Pascal and Dora drinking from the feeding gauge. So this is really wonderful because obviously this helps towards them going towards integration cages and foster mummies. Pascal sometimes forgets, so we just give him a little bit of a reminder where his bottle is. Pascal. There's little Tony watching the proceedings. He used to be quite sick, so he's still taking time for him to learn all about this. Really wonderful news for these two.
Well, as the little babies are getting tired and going to bed, the same is going for all of us here at the foundation. It's really been a long week. We're all working long shifts because we've got so few people, so it's very tiring, very stressful on everybody at the moment. So we just want to thank everybody here at the foundation as well, but also for the amazing support and encouragement we're getting from everybody out there. It really is helping. Thank you for watching our videos, becoming members, just sharing, clicking on like. All of these little things are helping. For those of you donating monthly via PayPal, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. It's helping so much. It's the only income we got at the moment, and we're just making sure we get enough in to survive and feed everybody out there. But so far it looks like we've been looked after, and we're really and truly grateful. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next week when we'll have the next one out, we'll see you then. Thank you.